Hey guys, I'm Daisho and I'm back with some more Hearthstone. We got 2 wins playing against a Jaina deck this time.
You asked for it.
Alright. Defender of Argus is probably going to be pretty good at the beginning here, but we don't need these. Ironbeak Owl Abomination. So not great here off the bat. Humility. Okay, so we have a really bad starting hand. We will just leave it at that pretty much. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and ramp into a 2-drop.
Mind if I roll knee?
That guy. That guy's pretty good. Yeah, I really do like that guy. I'm just going to make a 1-1. He's probably just going to shoot it, and start the beat train. That's the advantage of going for a second sometimes.
I hope you like my invention.
Oh, he's just going to do that, and I guess... Okay, sure. Well, I get to trade here, which is pretty good for me. Play this guy. The unfortunate thing is that this thing isn't going to get too much value if I want to drop it next turn, like almost none, whereas it usually gets a ton of value. I can silence that and make a guy. Yeah, that'll probably be the play. Yeah, attack this. I dare you, man. Okay, Sea Giant. That's an interesting one. Especially since I'm making a couple of guys here. Silence.
Reporting for duty.
I mean, I don't need to enrage this myself. He'll do it for me. Or he'll probably... I hope he doesn't just suicide both of his guys in. Because I really want to play Sea Giant next turn. That would be great. Getting an 8/8 on this board. No, he's definitely going to do it now. Alright, so we'll have to wait a turn. For 2. Probably 2. Oh, wait, he only lost 1 guy? So no, this thing costs 6 now. Alright, let's see, what can we do here? We can probably just trade boards, but I don't do... I could play Defender of Argus and Humility that, and then kill it with one of my guys. That seems okay. Yeah, I don't really want to play Abomination before I get the Sea Giant out. Actually, maybe what I'll... Yeah, I do want to take out that Cold Master, actually.
My shield for Argus.
Thing is it worth saving this 1/1? Probably not.
To battle.
Yeah, it really doesn't look like I'm getting the Sea Giant out anytime soon. I was 1 creature, or 1 minion away from casting it this turn, but... Wow, okay. Nothing to say here. Nothing to say. That was just a really lucky play. So I'll probably Humility that. Yeah, that seems like a good time. Get to cycle it because of the Inventor dude. Restore 3 health, that could work. I mean, this thing as a 1/5 is really just not very good. That thing is always really good. Alright, I can freeze something. Play these 2, but that doesn't do much. I can play these 2 and Humility that. Does a little bit more. This thing is still probably gonna die. But let's try it. Okay, so I think we're in a decent spot here. We've got this Sea Giant that's pretty hard for that deck to deal with, and none of his creatures are relevant. If you silence this at this point, does it go back to being a 4/3?
Squire, attend me.
Okay, that's a pretty good one for him. I do have Abomination, but actually, yeah, he's going to take that guy out. This guy. That's what I figured, but I still got some value out of him, so I'm not too unhappy about that. Alright, so I can drop this guy. and this guy, and then probably just charge here, maybe? Yeah. I don't want him to be able to kill my Sea Giant with his creatures this turn. He can do 6 to it, so if he's got some burn, he can probably take it out, but... Yep. I mean, I'm very happy to get a Power Blast out of my Sea Giant, because that is one of the scariest cards in the format. It can just deal 10 damage to anything. Okay, that was I guess he's gonna... Yeah, he's just gonna trade, so he's gonna be left with a 4-2, and I'm left with nothing. Oh, and this thing, yes. Okay, so I have a couple of options. We just freeze that. Yeah, that sounds better. I'm gonna play this. He could trade with, like, Fireball that. Yeah, he definitely got his value out of the Chillwind Yeti, even though I did spend a Humility on it. Yeah, Humility was about as good as I thought it was. Just, like, I took other things over at the beginning, but then... Oh my god, he keeps drawing that card, man. That is a sweet one, Coal Master. It's one of my favorite cards. Because you can just play it on your turn and then just get an immediate value out of it. Luckily, he can only draw 1 card off of it. But, I mean, he's just going to be able to use the Yeti to take down the Divine Shield and then Fireball it. This thing is really... It's good in general, but it's really bad versus Jaina. That thing's good for him. Oh, wait, so he did not take this out? That's weird. Well, that's a great draw here. Is it? I kind of want to kill the Cult Master. But I need to take care of that guy too. Okay, well, I'm gonna do this. Kill the Cult Master. Kill that thing. Then play this guy. Reinforcing is a questionable play here because it lets him just charge into it, but I guess if he does that, then I can Flame Strike. So he's just going to be able to kill all... Oh, that was so good for him. I played right into that. I mean, I like to complain a lot that Flame Strike is the best card in the format because every time you play it, you just lose, but I should have seen that one coming, at least. I definitely should have seen that one coming and played around it, because it's like a common. It's not... Yeah, it's a common. Or whatever. So, they're bound to get at least 1 or 2. And with 30 card decks, like, he's seen 19 of the cards in his deck, and that was the first opportunity he really had to cast it for value, so... No one to blame but myself. But that's probably going to be the game. I mean, he's got 5 cards in hand and a better board position. That's... Yeah, because he got a straight up 3-for-1 out of it. Yep. Figured. This game is just... Ooh, that's an interesting play. Probably makes sense. No, I mean, I can pretty much concede, but I'm just going to keep playing. Is that all minions? That's interesting. If your opponent has a Divine Shield, then they lose it too. That's really cool. I like that. I also haven't drawn any Youthful Brewmasters yet, now that I think about it. Fireball. So yeah, I'm dead here. Well played. Yeah. I mean, I did play right into the Flame Strike by playing the Abomination. I could have held on to it for a little while. But that being said, I don't know if I was winning that one anyway. But yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate, but we can definitely win some games. The more that I play with this deck, the more that I get used to it, and I do kind of like it. It doesn't have a great early game, and it just kind of gets value throughout with its battle cry and like giving things taunt, and I don't know, it's also got some powerful cards in it, obviously. That's one interesting thing about the Hearthstone is they give everybody powerful cards. It's not like you can just play against a deck that has more rares or mythics than you like you can in Magic Draft, because everybody... I don't know if you get the same amount, but... Alright. Okay, I want to keep the Blood Knight for sure, because that's just one of my best cards. And hopefully I'll be able to draw into the 2-drop. Alright. Well, I do have the Scarlet Crusader, but I don't know if I'll be able to keep Divine Shield up. Change it. What? Alright, whatever. So next turn, probably just gonna reinforce unless something really interesting happens.
It's time for a little blood.
That's pretty good. I'm not sure how the stacking works here. I don't know. We'll find out soon. Let's see. So, like, I'm not sure now. He's probably going to attack into this. And if I humility that, will that go back down to 1? Or will it stay at 5? Either way, it's not that big of a deal since I'm just going to play the Scarlet Crusader and then trade with it in a turn. But he'll probably get 1 attack in for 5. Oh, I guess he could heal it. That's pretty good. Well, I still have the Scarlet Crusader. He's probably just going to do that. Or do that. That's very good, actually. Alright, let's do this. Making a 6/6 might not even be that good for me. But yeah, I'm really not sure. It looks like it'll go back down to 1. But I'm really not sure. No, it might stay. It might go to 4. We'll find out. Oh, wow. He's actually... Yeah, okay. I did not think that he would attack me. I could just play Defender of Argus and then charge into that. That's probably going to be the play, actually. Just because I don't want to be taking more hits from that.
Someone call for the doctor.
Okay, well, that's no longer a play. Although he did lose his Enrage, so that's good for me. So now it looks like... Probably just want to go for the Blood Knight.
Glory to the Sindori.
Yeah, he can't kill my guy next turn unless he's got something. But I do not like my odds in this matchup. If I get to untap with both my creatures, though, and play Defender of Argus, giving both of these guys +1/+1 taunt, that would be ridiculous for me. Like, I could see myself winning the game on the spot from there. I mean, he does have to deal with the 6/6 right now, which is not easy. Okay, so he makes pretty clear trade there, I think. But the good thing is that he doesn't have a good way of enraging that now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next turn. Probably depends on my draw and his play. Well, that's pretty obvious. But I mean, I guess a lot of the times, if he didn't kill my creature, then it would just be an obvious Defender of Argus, regardless of what he's doing here. Okay. He's just going to hit me for 2. Makes sense. Change an enemy minion's attack to 1. Not very good in this spot. So, whenever minion dies, get +1 attack. Alright, I think that's what we're going to do. Alright, we're just going to charge into that because that's all we can do, unfortunately. The 1/7 is pretty good in that it bought him a full turn and plus an attack. If he wants, he can trade for the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. I really think he will, because if he doesn't, then I can just run my soldier right into that, or he'll probably eat the soldier with that. But still, and then I can just... I don't know, I guess I don't really have a good way of taking out the Taunter then, without giving up a bunch of damage. But even so, all I really want to do is give my Blood Knight taunt as well as something else. Like, if I can give my Blood Knight and the Flesh-Eating Ghoul taunt, that would be insane. So this guy gets a little bit chunkier, tiny bit beefier. Probably just have to trade for that next turn. Or, I guess I could still try out that humility thing. Oh, he's got a Flesh-Eating Ghoul of his own. And +2 health probably here. +2 health, draw a card. That's what it seems like to me. Yep. And restore 2. Okay. This could have been a lot worse. So like I can do my play here. I'm just not sure how good it is right now. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna do this. And then since I have these two taunters, I don't really want to lose the knight here. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna attack him. And then, oh yeah, I can do this if I want to try and see if that'll work. I'll just make a guy.
Reporting for duty.
So, we're definitely in a good spot. He's probably just going to trade his board for my taunters right now. And then I have more cards in hand than him, or we have the same right now, but when it'll be my turn, I'll have more. I still have this thing, which can be really good, though so far he hasn't played anything big. He's just played things that get big. And I do have this thing, which could be really relevant. I guess, wait, did I just kill something on his turn? I could have played that last turn for value. That probably is a punt. Oh yeah, I forgot that they would both get big and he'd just be able to trade there. Okay, that was pretty good for him. Yeah, I think I really screwed up actually, now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, I could have just stolen one of his things and he's just going to double its health. I wonder what happens if I do this to that. I really don't know. So what are we going to do this turn? I mean, I think I'm just going to try this, see what happens. Didn't think anything. Okay, awkward. But now...
My apologies.
Now let's kill this.
The battle.
I'm playing No Wish Inventor.
Job's done.
Actually, I really shouldn't have killed this creature because I want to... I don't know, maybe... Oh, God, this thing is so good.
Well played.
I'm dead. I mean, really? Double Divine Spirit on a light spawn. Like, I'm not even gonna give him a well played for that one. That's just silly. I think that combo is a little bit ridiculous, and I don't know. Maybe it doesn't need to be fixed, but it's like a 2-card combo that's so hard to beat. Like even my mythic thing, or not my mythic, but my epic with the Blood Knight, if after playing a Divine Shield, like that's a decent combo, but it gives me a 6/6. Like that's something that can be dealt with by any deck. This thing making a 10/10, there's almost no way that my deck can deal with that in a turn. I don't know, but I guess that does happen sometimes, and maybe I should have suicided all my guys into his 10/10 to make it weaker. I don't think so.
I will fight with honor.
So this Flesh Eating Ghoul has just been like not as good as I thought it would be. I think I want the other two though, and I definitely want to be going second more, but I've been going first these games. I don't know if I want that right now, because going second means that I can just skip to one of my 3s, but I actually do think that I punted that game. I'm not sure if I would have won, but definitely would have had a better chance at it. So I mean, basically, these 2 things to get Brewmastered is pretty good.
Why do
Oh, God. That's such a great 1-drop. Just gonna do that. Ship the turn. There is a reasonable play in just playing the Brewmaster to kill the Taunter, but I think I'd much rather just go with the Crusader next turn. Okay, so he's just gonna kill my guy. That's a little bit confusing. The Succubus is really difficult to deal with. I could just Humility it, but this turn I'm gonna go ahead and play this thing, because it can trade with his Succubus if I need it to. He's probably just gonna throw that at it and then attack me or something like that. Oh, that's so good for him. Yeah, he can just eat it now. If I had something to deal 1 damage to all his guys right now, that'd be very good.
Someone call for the doctor.
Okay, so plays. I can play this thing and Humility that. Man, this guy, like, I didn't think he would be that good, and he isn't. I mean, I was always hoping that he would be a lot better than he is, but yeah. So my opponent can trade. You can trade the Voodoo Doctor, I guess, but I don't know. He still has to take a couple of hits from that.
So many possibilities.
I don't really like my odds this game, though. I do get to play this Tiger next turn, which will definitely be pretty good for me. Definitely might be pretty good for me. What are you doing? Okay, that's pretty good. Just get to kill my Taunter, but he does end up losing both of those cards, so I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Power Overwhelming. Sea Giant. Sweet. Since I actually... If he plays two things right here, then I can play my Sea Giant next. No, he just needs to play one thing. Because there's two things that are stealthed here. I love it when my opponents actually attack with their Blood Imp, because they don't realize how ridiculously powerful this card is.
Let the pain speak to me.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But does mean I can do some Sea Gianting. And then next turn, if he plays a guy, I can play this and Brewmaster it back. 3, 5. Oh, I'm one crystal short of being able to Seamaster it back and then doing it again. But if I can steal his Blood Imp or his Acolyte of Pain, that'll be nice. He doesn't really want to attack into either of my guys here because they're gigantic. But yeah, all right. So Sea Giant is a powerful one, man. Being able to get that 8/8 down a couple of turns early is really good. Just provides a giant thing that he has to deal with. It would be really strange. Like, I don't see him... I mean, I guess maybe he charges both of his guys in to kill the Tiger, but I don't see that happening. Okay, so now we have some things that we would very much like to steal. What happens... Okay, nothing. Nothing happens if I silence it. Come on, top deck. Alright, so we managed to get the Acolyte of Pain, which is good. I'm at 23 still. Now let's go here. I think I'm just punching him in the face for 15 here. And so if he kills this thing and like doesn't do a lot, then I can actually Brewmaster this back and play it again next turn, which could be insane for me. Ooh. Oh, I thought he pointed at this. I was like, wait, what? Alright, so I get to draw a card here. That's a good one. But he has... No, he doesn't have access to a Sea Giant this turn. Yeah, he's just going to attack me. I figure I could freeze his thing, or I can steal something and hope to get lucky again. Or is he dead? 5, 9, 12? Yeah, I think he's dead actually right here. Since I can Brewmaster my +2 back to hand. And then play it again. Give that thing +2. And give him the beats. Alright. Glad I saw that play, because if I didn't, and you guys saw it in the comment section, I would be so disappointed afterwards. I was playing Magic, and in the finals of an 8-4 the other day, I punted. Like, the second after I had moved to combat, I realized that I could have played an Ordeal pre-combat and sealed the deal and had an auto win. But then I forgot, or I didn't do that, and then I was in a bad position, and he ended up winning the game, so I lost the match. That was really disappointing, but anyway. My point was just that it really sucks to lose when you have your opponent dead on board. So I'm gonna keep these two. They're a really sweet combo. They allow me to play a 6/6 on 3, but again, I really wish I was a 6/6 on 4 rather. I really wish that I was on the
Well met.
draw, because I have no 1-drops pretty much, and just being able to do this on turn 3 would be so much better. Okay, I think I'm gonna go that route.
Reporting for duty.
So my opponent has to be happy about me not having to do anything on turn 2, and that's the biggest problem that I'm seeing with this deck. Sure, I do not mind that at all.
The battle.
So like I could go for broke here and try to get this thing to be like a 9/9. Probably not going to do that though. Just because I would have to, it would have to be 3 turns down the road pretty much. It was like I'm not gonna. I mean, I guess I could do that and this. I don't know. Really? Oh. Just silence. Sure. That doesn't really bother me too much. That's just like a free 2-for-1 here.
Join or die.
I think I want to keep the charger back. So we're just going to be a little bit mana inefficient, and we're going to go with that. And then next turn we can definitely just play a 6/6, and a 2/2, which is good. Even for a turn 5, that's still pretty strong. That's one thing that I do like about this. It's one thing that I do like about this format is that playing a 5-drop is not like supremely more powerful than playing a 3-drop and a 2-drop a lot of the time. So we're just going to, man, just like it sort of seems like using the Divine Shield would be almost as good.
Glory to the Sindori.
But I feel like this card just gets insane if you can steal one of their Divine Shields. But usually they don't really leave you time for that. But I don't know, so far my opponent's deck does not seem that good. Destroy any minion, yeah, sure. I'm gonna hit him for a ton next turn. Is he really gonna charge into that? No way!
Quite what was planned.
That wasn't, you just did it though. That's insane. I think I'm just going to silence that, play this thing,
My shield for Argus.
and then just give him the beats.
Well played. This is my responsibility. For Lorthamar.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was just a strong turn. Take him down to 11, and all he's got is these 2 things on board. And I have 3 taunters right now.
Well played. You have better.
Jeez. I mean, my opponent just didn't do anything that game. Anything of relevancy that like I didn't have easy ways of dealing with. Fair enough. I didn't start out well, and if I was playing against a stronger deck, then I may have been in bad trouble. Anyway, pausing the video here. See you in the next one. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.